Dude, why are you wearing your
Glenn.
glasses, bro?
Because I live in Los Angeles.
Hey, it's always sunny.
It's always sunny. I'm a big deal now.
You're a big baller, bro.
I'm a big baller who has no money.
Dude, that's fine.
I'm taking these off. That was just for the bit.
I love that. How's LA been? Well, how
dude,
many months have you
been
been there now? What, like 3? 2?
Yeah, like 3. I got there.
When did you get there?
I got there like the end of October.
Okay. Oh, so that's like almost like 5 now.
Wait.
You're wrapping up on 4.
Was I out here for Halloween? I don't remember.
Oh well.
Wait, my cousin's wedding. Hold on.
I'm holding.
I left right after my cousin's wedding, so I have that in my calendar.
Sick.
Let me cook.
Let you cook?
Yeah, let me cook.
He's cooking. What are you trying to do?
Figure out when I moved here.
Bro, you're really killing the vibe of this pod.
Whatever.
Let's just say October.
It was like the end of, but it was like basic. If it was October, it was basically November.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was like the very... No, because November 17th was like the big day that I had to get to because that's when I had a concert to go to that day.
Okay.
Yeah, I got there like... Yeah. I got there... Okay. No, it was November. It was the second week of November. Yeah.
Dude, there you go.
That's how long I've been.
Let's just say 3
here.
months, even if the math isn't right. Just for the audience.
It's basically 3 months.
All 10 people who are going to listen to this podcast.
Dude, we have 10 whole people listening to this.
I think the last one with
can't
Jarek's
believe it.
up to like 50. Hold on, let me check.
50 people sat through that conversation?
I think so.
What's the viewer retention rate?
Oh, I'll have to get back to you on that.
That's the real
question.
You know?
No. So how's LA been?
Dude, it's good. LA's super interesting because I feel like a lot of people have opinions on it when you're from the East Coast. Like everybody on the East Coast like has their own opinion about LA.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell you just like everything that you could possibly hear about it under the sun, and then half the time they either haven't been there or they like visited one time. So then to actually go and live out here is like a totally different experience. But no, it's really cool. It's nice and warm most of the time, which is great. Like I think it's here. Let's look at the weather today. It is it's a breezy 74 and sunny.
Dude, wow.
Yeah, I live about 25 minutes from the beach.
Okay.
Which is great.
How's the work been?
Work is okay. I moved. So for people who don't know, especially in the entertainment industry, LA shuts down work-wise from basically about when I got here. So like there's a big shutdown during Thanksgiving because everyone's like going home for Thanksgiving. But then it starts up a little bit in December, but then there's like a big holiday shutdown too from like the end of December all the way through like mid to late January. So things are like just starting to get rolling again. But it's good. I have some good connections that have been helping me out. Everyone that I've talked to, even though I feel like I'm behind in what I'm doing, everyone that I'm talking to and friends with that are either from here or mentors back home who've lived here are like, dude, holy crap, you're doing amazing. Like, you've done so much. A quote from a mutual friend of ours who lived out here for 15 years. I know people who have gone out there to do what you do, and they've been there for 10 years, and they're still waiting tables, and you've already done more than them. So,
dude, yeah,
but
I mean, it's impressive.
Doesn't feel like that. It doesn't.
No, yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, leaving your network and like your comfortable buddies and stuff, and then hopping to a new place. I think, regardless, even when you are like objectively doing well or better than maybe your average person, I think feels like less than, you know? What's been your strategy for trying to like pick up and move to a new city in video and photo and stuff?
Ooh, good question. I mean, I'm trying all kinds of different things. I was lucky enough that I built a little bit of a network before I moved out there. So for viewer context, I became friends with a music video director who does some work for one of my favorite artists. We just had a bunch of mutual interests and connections that let us kind of like hit it off, and I had some unique things that we both connected on that allowed us, specifically lacrosse, but that allowed us to, I don't know, connect off the bat when I hit him up randomly on Instagram, which is pretty crazy. So he's become one of my good friends and really been taking me under his wing. But then I also became friends with one of my favorite bands when I was out here, so they've been
nice. What band was that? What band was that?
I did not wear this on purpose, but it's a band called Lily. L-I-L-Y.
Lily!
I'm wearing
okay.
the hoodie. I'm wearing the hoodie.
I think we should take some time to hype Lily up, even though that
shout out.
This podcast doesn't exactly have a ton of viewers.
Yeah, dude, it's okay because
if we can get one new person,
if there's an extra
we can get
one
new fan,
dude,
one new fan.
So funny they came up, which we knew they would, but yeah, I'm doing a mini tour stint with them this week, kind of
doing video.
Just like video for fun.
Oh, dude,
they're doing another mini leg with Fiddler.
Okay.
And
it just West Coast stuff.
Yeah, so they're right now they're up in the Bay Area, so like San Francisco area.
Nice.
But then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to look again. They're in the San Diego, LA area, so I'm going out to those 3 or 4 shows and doing some video stuff.
Dude.
Just for kicks, just for fun, just to start working together here and there. So
yeah, that's
I actually
awesome.
hang out with them a good a bit now, which is cool. So
yeah, 100%. I think your photos of them are super cool. But we're both pretty. How would you describe Lily? Because
you know what I'm gonna do?
I think roughly like punk world is sort of like that's like, dude, that's a beautiful angle.
That I should have done that from the beginning. For context, I just put my phone over there instead of holding it.
That's
like
fine.
An idiot.
No, you're fine, dude. So Lily's this like punk band. They're super great. Like what, early 20s guys? Something like that?
Mid 20s. Yeah, they're like, I think.
Like mid, early? Something like that?
Mid, early. 23 to 20. I don't think anyone's 25 yet, but maybe 23 to 25.
Yeah, so I would say that's early.
They're my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Okay, so they're awesome. Keegan and we saw them like a week or two before you left for LA. That's sort of like our last hurrah.
At the first leg of the Fiddler show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was back in DC, and that was a stellar concert. That was super fun.
Glenn had never been to a concert that he enjoyed before.
Yeah, that was wild for me. Live music for some reason just has never been like
which is so
super appealing unless it's been like coffee shop kind of, like folky vibes.
You're not
Does
a
that make
concert
sense?
boy.
But not at concerts.
But now he's a full-on punker mosher.
But no, well, I don't want to get hurt.
That's half the fun.
I got the hair for it, but I don't want to like, someone push me over and then like my knee blows out or something.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so you're out there with them. That was super stellar. That was a good, I think that was a fun way to like kick off your transition.
That was a fun last
from my perspective.
Oh, and you met my friend Mars. She's super cool. Mm-hmm. Dude, she lives in San Diego now.
Wait, she moved, right? She was.
Yeah,
she was like,
she's from San Diego.
Okay, she moved
back in with her mom, but now she's going to school in LA. So she's moving to LA in March, which will be cool.
Oh, dude, sick. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna tell her to go watch this podcast because I'll be like, Mars, we shouted you out.
One more listener.
She will. We'll have 11 listeners then.
Dude, I love it. That's beautiful. So in terms of like your time in LA and stuff, like You've been what, like gripping, PAing? What's been sort of the vibe?
That's really generous. I've been on set only like twice, honestly. I was a swing AC on a commercial in November, December, one of the two, November. And then I've like taken photos for a brand. That was basic. Yeah. A lot of my work has been editing based.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I shot a concert. That was for free, but like it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah, but that's how you build stuff up.
Yeah. That's how you build stuff. I helped out again because my friend told me I should come through. They were shooting a music video at his house. There's this DP he wanted me to meet. He was like, "Yo, come to the shoot and just help out." So I came through for that, which is for like a major artist, which was cool. It's been a lot of editing, keeping me fairly afloat. So, but a lot of my time is spent like in meetings, whether that's with producers or directors that I'm trying to learn from, or like I have some crew people coming up that I'm meeting with to try to get more in the AC circuit. Like even when I'm not working like on set, I am also taking meetings to talk to people and I have like 2 to 3 artists on the docket for some directing and stuff this year. One of them we're really ramping up this week. So it's just those kind of things, and more stuff is starting to be booked on set for this coming month. There's a big music video that hopefully is going to come through. Also, if I'm not saying names, it's for like privacy reasons, because some of the stuff I can't talk about.
No, NDA stuff. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah,
have you been?
Even though I have not signed any NDAs, I know that like this stuff.
Well, you want to be respectful. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I think so like one thing that I've been doing has been like hyperfixating on it. Like, do you ever like hyperfixate on like certain things you want to learn about, or like?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
I just get obsessed with like one topic and binge YouTube it for like 3 weeks or something.
So that one topic on my end, and you tell me if you've had anything recently that you've been like really into, is I've been sort of like 2 things have been distracting me from my work, which is one is camera rig videos. Oh, I am so unbelievably obsessed with like rigging out cameras to be more useful, both in like how do you make cables neat and tidy, and I'm gonna make a video of how I'm rigging my FX3 and stuff, but how do you make the things neat and tidy? How do you do how do you add battery life, and then in general, like how do you make it not ugly? Because like there's like you can just slap a bunch of stuff on, and like I'll like be on dude, my Instagram is just full on like camera. He
only looks at Shitty Rigs Instagram.
And
it's his whole feed.
Well, Shitty Rigs is about gripping and stuff, but I'm talking camera rigs. So some of them are so ugly. Like there's just wires everywhere. People are like putting on like
can't have that.
Stupid parts or like whatever. And like obviously if you can only afford stuff like certain things like whatever, like that's not a big deal. But like I've been like doing a lot of research into like the higher end camera rig stuff, like cages, like wooden camera and bright tangerine. And like, I'm like dreaming about camera rigs. The second thing that I've been like obsessed with has been Harry Potter Legacy. And
did you buy it?
Yes,
did you buy it?
It's a wonderful game.
Do you just kill people all the time?
No.
Do you just Avada Kedavra everyone?
Nah, I'm not there yet, bro.
You don't have it yet? You're a low-level wizard? Damn.
Well, no, I don't know if it's ADHD or whatever. No, I'm very high level. I just get so... RPGs are like... I get so distracted with side quests. So when it's like some random ass character is like,
yo, it's like you in real life.
Can you go steal from this treasure chest for me?
Glenn, that's just you in real life, dude.
Well, yeah. So, but what happens with that is I end up like increasing my level, which is like great. But at the same time, so RPGs for me, real quick, If the moment that I beat the story, no longer interested in the game. So like,
dude,
my strategy, my strategy, yeah, my strategy for making like the games have time is like essentially like strategically going down a list of like tasks on whatever, like if it's side quests or little like random like treasure hunts or whatever. Because the moment that I beat like the stories, I'm out. I don't
Dude,
care
I have
anymore.
a game you need to get. I have a game you need to get, and we can play it together.
Is it Red
You
Dead?
need to get Red Dead 2.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about getting next.
I just picked it back up. And dude, the amount of time that you would spend just like fishing.
Dude, that was me in Legend of Zelda back in the day.
Bro.
Like there were so many fishing side quests like on GameCube, bro. And I was just like,
listen,
whoa,
in Red
this
Dead,
is
wait,
crazy.
in Red Dead.
Okay. Hit me.
There's not only so there's no like side quests for it necessarily, but there's just like you can log all the different types of fish that you catch, and you have to like get different bait in order to catch certain fish, and then there's like legendary fish at different parts. But then beyond just that, you then have that with every type of animal
that you hunt. Yeah. No, I get it.
Imaginable. Yeah. And it's like there's the giant grizzly, but then you can also on top of that with the hunting, if you can build certain things out of like the carcasses.
Yeah.
But you can only build them if you get like a clean enough shot.
Okay.
So you have to craft certain arrows or certain types of bullets, and then like handle the animal in a certain way in order to do it. And I feel like you would just get lost in that alone.
Yes, I would. So wait, listen. So, wow, it's like really dark on my video camera right now. That's fine. So how's your battery on your recorder?
It's still alive.
Okay, cool. So, two things. No, one thing. If I could learn how to make my life like an RPG game where I check off tasks and I can give myself levels, one, I think I would be more successful. Two, I've seen that online, like people make Excel spreadsheets, and I gotta see if I can like buy one and like print it out, and like that way I know if I'm at like level 4 and like reward myself, and like because I'm like, how am I so efficient at RPG games? And then like real life sometimes happens, and I'm just like, why can't I get this task done? You know? And so that's like that's totally random. But in terms of being like, true. Oh yeah. But in terms of like being like obsessed with like stories and stuff, I know we both have watched like some really solid movies recently. And I wanna ask you what have been the movies that you've been like really into recently?
Babylon.
Babylon. Why do you like that one? I guess for anybody who's listening, there's probably going to be spoilers talked about because I don't want to hinder myself. This
is your potential spoiler warning. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, well then I won't spoil it. But the reason I say Babylon like right off the rip is because one, that was like a great theater experience. Not because of like the theater. I literally was just me and a friend. But the screen was like, you know, sometimes like you go to a movie and it's in smaller like theaters and the screen's not. The screen was huge. The movie itself is like really huge in terms of its like scope and scale.
Yep.
It's like a 3.5 hour movie that does not feel that long.
Yep.
But it's just I also pick it because it's like really underrated. The critics are really split about it. Audiences are really split about it. Okay. And I feel like it got kind of snubbed in terms of all the hullabaloo. Now I'm not going to talk poorly about any films that like are out, but I will simply say that Babylon is significantly overlooked, and it's a beautiful homage as well as really strong critique of the problems of Hollywood, that even though it's set in the, I believe, 60s, maybe 50s, I don't remember. It's set in very early Hollywood, like pre-sound. So like the birth of sound film like comes out during the film. That's the era. So I think it's like late 50s.
Dude, that's pretty dope. I like era-based films. You know what I mean? Like is sort of like historical fiction style stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel
And
like
so
there's
but
a lot
what's
of
cool
time periods
is
don't
even
get
though
love.
it is an era-based film, it's a really good critique of like things that are still wrong in Hollywood and are still problems. And so but it does it in such a way that it both honors the importance of cinema while also being like, yo, we need to like stare at these things in the face and reconcile with them, both in cinema and in society. So I don't know. It's a trip.
In
I don't think
cinema
that I've seen a
and
movie.
in society.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen a movie in a long time that has that scope and scale that they did it like for real, like
that
on
one.
set. And a lot of the stunts are real. The people are, the choreography is insane. Like,
Yep.
it has multiple scenes with hundreds of people being choreographed.
Yep.
And like, that's just so awesome and enjoyable. Margot Robbie is lights out. Brad Pitt is fantastic as always. I feel so bad because I keep forgetting his name, but the lead guy is so good. I don't know if I've seen him in anything else. That's why I can't remember his name. But he's incredible. So, yeah, Damien Chazelle. Shout out Damien Chazelle. It's really good.
Shout out, dude. So you were watching that. I had like a large stint of time where Katie and I watched like 5 horror movies in a row.
Oh, what did you watch?
I can't remember all of them, but the main one that I remember. Oh, I remember 2 of them. One was Smile. That was really freaky.
I saw Smile, yeah.
Smile. The cool thing about Smile is Smile did this thing that I love in horror movies where they wait if not the whole time to like reveal what the monster looks like.
I wanted more monster.
I like more monster too. I think they might have waited a little bit too long. Like it's pretty much the last shot of the movie and it's like, oh, there's the monster. But that monster's
badass.
Absolutely gross and terrifying. And I was like, this is great. Second, probably my favorite like new monster horror movie was Barbarian.
So I haven't seen that. I heard it's really good.
So my favorite thing ever. They essentially cram like 2 movies into a one. So the movie's like 2 hours, and essentially they break it in half. Where like, like one group of people like interact with the monster, it stops, and like that could be the movie, right? And then like the next, like back half is like the next person who gets like interacts with the monster, and like the cool thing about that is like that sort of like it's just such a cool way to do like often you wonder like what happens next to characters in horror movies. Yeah. Like, oh, they got kidnapped, but the movie ended, so now we have to wait 2 years. But you get this feeling in that movie that they just do it in like a 2-hour period rather than like waiting for a whole nother film.
Which is awesome.
I love that. You see the monster like right after the middle, right? And then while you're building up into the second period, you're like, how is this guy going to meet that monster now? So now like kind of what it looks like, but you're like, when is he going to start interacting? Why does he like go there? Why does he like go to
that's
this
a
place?
different type of tension that you get.
Yeah, so it's
you go from like just regular tension to dramatic irony, which is like my favorite type of tension.
Dude, it's so awesome. And then the monster, they build the monster story, so it's not just like, ooh, spooky thing that's killing people. Like it's there's a reason for it to be there. I think they give you enough information to feel satisfied as to why it's there, but they don't like go so far into it where you get bored at like backstory, which I think they balance well. And then I like what happens to the main character. So like the 2 main characters in each like half section of the film. Yeah. So I think they both like sort of have a good end in terms of like who they are as people or whatever. So I really like that. Hey, dude. We have 4 minutes left. Oh, we have 4 minutes left until the Zoom ends, and I'm just gonna cut the podcast at that point. So I think that's a good way to know when to stop. But, dude, so I freaking love.
So you watch You watch
that movie.
Babylon, and I gotta watch Barbarian.
Yes.
Because I've seen Smile.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, they've been awesome. But yeah, I've just like seen some really good movies recently that aren't like big box office movies. If that makes any sense.
Great. It's
which
great.
Is so which is so strange. Yeah, it's just like it's like not going to be like 15 million sequels. Like it's just like a good.
I think sequel fatigue is setting it.
Definitely. I think I've gotten that way. I know we've already done the whole Marvel thing, but like
some good sequels coming out though. Dune 2 is going to be crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying like some of the new Marvel stuff. I know we talked about this like already, so I won't make it long, but the new Marvel
shout out Martin Scorsese. That's all I'm going to say.
So the new Marvel thing that came out, I was just like I actually had to question like I've just seen clips on TikTok and I've been like I'm actually not interested in going to see that. Not because it doesn't like not look good or it doesn't look boring. I'm just like, I feel like that would be a waste of money in some way. Or like a waste of time.
Wait, do you have Movie Pass yet? Like Regal Pass?
No, dude. Tell the world about Regal Pass.
Right. Yo, I'm going to look right to the camera for this one. Everyone, if you have a Regal theater near you, go buy Regal Movie Pass. The theater is, I think, potentially going bankrupt, so let's save it. It's $25 a month, and you can see any movie you want, anytime, for $25 a month. That's the cost of 2 tickets. I'm doing a free ad right now.
That's the cost of 2 tickets.
It's literally if the tickets are $12 for an adult. It's basically 2 tickets. You get to see. So if you see just 3 movies a month, you've got your money's worth.
Just 3.
It makes it so easy to go and see whatever you want. It makes me go see movies that I would not initially go see because I'm just like I can go see it.
Well, it's the cost. How much is it? Like the cost of like 3 movies, right? It's not a whole lot.
That's what I just. Did you not listen to my ad?
I'm like half
$25. Oh my God. It's $25. It's like 2 movies. It's like two movies and a popcorn.
2 movies and a popcorn.
I mean, you could get Movie Pass too, which is like a conglomerate outside of the movie system, so you could go to other theaters. But their model is not as good. A-list stubs, I don't know anything. I don't know their model. I don't think it's as good as Regal, but it also could be. Regal is just what I picked because I like the cost to benefit ratio. Plus, I don't know.
Plus, your parents.
I grew up going to Regal. Yeah, my parents got it for me for Christmas, so. You have to buy 3 months to start.
What a wicked Christmas gift, bro!
Dude, it's great, man. Because then to be able to go, when you're on a big budget like I am right now, not big budget as in like.
When you're on a big baller budget after just moving to LA and having like no work.
Big baller poor boy budget.
There we go, poor boy budget.
Or just like my rent is way too expensive for what it's worth budget. That's what we'll call it.
That sounds fair.
Being able to go see movies like guilt free is really great. So shout out my mom and dad for a fantastic Christmas present.
Mr. and Mrs. Hurley.
Yeah, they're the best.
Dude,
love
shout
you guys.
them out. Bro, we have less than a minute. World, we love you.
Yeah.
Have a big brain.
World, thanks for listening. Big brain, big heart. Go get Movie Pass. Go see Babylon. I think it's on like streaming now or something.
What streaming service?
Yeah, and stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned. We love this podcast.
This has been unusually useful, which is just now the Keegan and Glenn podcast.
I think Keegan is just going to become a co-host, and we're
is this the official co-host announcement?
I think it should be. I mean, we definitely did talk about it outside of it, but I think we should co-host, and we should make this podcast blow up.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, awesome. 3, 2, 1.
All right, love you.
Goodbye. I love you.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.